Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Paul. Thank you for joining me here today. I was just going to go ahead and let you know that this episode was originally supposed to only be, one episode, but it ended up being too long, so I had to cut it into two separate episodes. Just giving you a heads up. So Act 3 is going to be split into two episodes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, and let's go ahead and lead into the regular intro, guys. What's going on, everybody? My name is Paul. Thank you for joining me here at All In today. So today we're going to be continuing our drive down Kentucky Route 0. We are going to be on Act 3 today. We've already done Act 2 and 1, so if you have not already seen that, you might want to go and check that out first because, hey, this game is pretty much all story, so you'll be super lost. It's also weird, but it's fun so far. Highly recommend it. But yeah, if you're all caught up, let's go ahead and jump into Act 3 and see where we're going from here. If you remember in the last episode, we got carried off by some big eagle and I think we were at a doctor. It's pretty crazy. Hopefully our leg gets fixed. I can hear. Radio announcer, 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 in E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit. So if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Like that, sugar? Conway, as it is, just a little. Yeah, and my coffee, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a creamy sugar guy. I don't really drink it black. I'll take a little. I do try not to make it too sweet, though. I love the flavor of the coffee. I just want to add a little bit to the coffee. I forgot how you take a coffee. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. Those old horses of Era's used to keep me up. I heard you yelling. Bad dreams? I know that Era had horses, but I think it'd be more interesting. Bad dreams are always super interesting. Maybe she'll tell us about them. We were up on a roof, Era and I, and Charlie, eating a light supper. I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was reading. We were surrounded by other houses, closely packed, huge sidewalks. It must have been what's that word? A city? A subdivision? I don't really, let's do city. That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book. I asked Era about the weather, but it rained on Tuesday. Would it rain on Tuesday, or when would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up, and Era told him to watch his step. And then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him. Oof. Charlie was alone on that roof. I always told him to test each child with a hill first. Charlie was alone on that roof. I guess he was. He was so bright. His teacher said, what was the word? Imaginative? Apt. We'll call him imaginative. That's it. How could I forget? He didn't listen. It wasn't his fault. Yeah, this sounds like a grieving mother, I'm guessing, so we're gonna go with it's not his fault. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's an accident, a tragedy, a shame. It's a tragedy. I mean, it is. It's a tragedy can be an accident, you know what I mean? And it's a damn shame. I mean, losing a child like that, but there's no way to sugarcoat that. It's a tragedy. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. Ooh, so now we're learning some backstory about the delivery. Long drive? What makes you think so? They sent it in by mail? That truck will outlive us all. Let's ask why she thinks it's going to be a long drive. They said they couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all. I'm sure we can fill it. Not much left back there. Guess that'll be the last. I guess it will be. The last act of Lysette's Antiques. What's the word? Finale. It's not a death rattle. It's finale. Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think a bit. More coffee or something? Or I've had too much. It's getting harder. It'll come to you. It'll come to you. Maybe. I'm not sure anymore. It seems inevitable that will start to be words that I lose forever. Oof. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? Those are Charlie's old books. Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. So we can kind of go two different routes right here. We can talk about Charlie's old books, which, sore spot. We talk about things that she packed yesterday that she now doesn't remember. Another sore spot. It's messed up, but I kind of want to keep picking at the, maybe it's like early onset dementia setting in. I want to pick at that. Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. Of course. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me? I should get that delivery out. Sure, Liz. I'll wait with you. Yeah, we'll wait. There is your traffic and weather on the 5. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion after this. Alright, getting some pretty good backstory. I like that. Sad, but it's kind of what we've come to expect from this game. Sad and weird. What? So I lost my leg, and he gave me a robot leg. So now I'm a cyborg. That's pretty cool, but that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here that they'll only want to bill for. Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so I was dreaming. What time is it? I feel fine. I was dreaming. Dr. Truman, that's unlikely. Nirpinol TM is quite powerful. In fact, many patients report a sensation of lost time. Do you feel like you've lost time? I guess so. It's been about 2 hours. What have you been doing? Feels like I got some rest. I kind of want to know what they've been doing. We watched TV for a while, then Dr. Truman showed me some of the terms of this bill. It's kind of... You'll want to look it over yourself, I think. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. Well, this isn't my leg. It seems better, but it wasn't worth it. It was the heat. The shingles were cracked in the sun, and one of them slipped out under his feet. That's an interesting route to go. It's a very interesting route to go. But I want to... I don't know. What is this? Not your... Of course it's your leg. It looks wrong. You replaced it. It doesn't feel like it belongs to me anymore. I mean... Did you give me a metal leg? Did I always have a metal leg? It looks... You replaced it. I haven't encountered this reaction before, but it's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year. It can happen for a lot of reasons. Neurological, physiological, social, or psychological. I don't know why I said physical. Psychological, social. I'm sure it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Nirpinol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving at least for another hour or two regardless. Thank you, doctor. I can drive. Yeah, I'm gonna stare at my leg, man. This thing's weird. I'm gonna stare at it. Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects. I should have plenty of resting time coming up soon. Oh, I'm used to a few side effects. How long am I going to be recovering? Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to stay pretty positive, but... Dude, this is some weird stuff. How long am I going to be recovering? Well, at your age, I want to be clear. You should expect lingering effects of that injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water. Avoid extremes of temperature. I'd stay away from dusty roads and mountain lions as much as possible. What? Yeah, I mean, I try to stay away from mountain lions as much as possible right now, and I have both functioning legs. Mountain lions. Good advice in any context. Yeah, I mean, that's true. The best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth. Moisten it with a water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. Is it metal? So, do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip. Tell me about the payment plan and the bill. I don't want to think about the bill right now. What are you fishing for? I need to know about this bill. Ah, yeah, that's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill. Now that's the Consolidated Power Company Now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer. Sorry for bumping the mic. They handle everything. So it's all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on your next billing cycle, or you can get on an energy credit payment plan. And you'd have to call Consolidated for more details about that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any side effects of the Nurpanol. And one day I'm going to figure out how to say that. Nurpanol. TM. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about. Just keep it in mind. Thank you, Shan. Thank you for your help. Ezra, Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. Okay. I mean, sure. Got me a robot leg. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're actually getting into Act 3. Scene 1. Museum of Dwellings. Well, now it makes sense. That's where people live, which is a dwelling. It's a museum. It's pretty weird, but gotta check in with my boy Blue first. Guess the rain stopped. You get some rest back there? You get some rest back there, Blue? I don't feel much rest in myself. That doctor seemed nice enough. Doctor seemed nice enough. Yeah, I'm sure he does an okay job. There we go. Good boy, Blue. I love you. How are the drugs treating you? Feel a little distracted? Street lights seem a bit brighter. I don't like to take medicine. Yeah, street lights are a bit brighter. Oh, like trails and tracers? Something like that. My mom used to get that. She had migraines. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor. Our health insurance or anything like that, our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood. So we only qualified for state programs and small patches before something or other would get contested. And we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so and who knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and it ended up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with a gossipy anecdotal warning and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. Weaver's folks couldn't help. Everyone in yeah, they had pretty good health care through the university for a while there. A couple times they swing something, so I got a bit of whatever Weaver needed. In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions. Mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once. And you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room, you know. So she had these pills and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. I had a kind presence and clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed. My notebook was open next to me on top of the textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly with such precision. I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound. The cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin, rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and dang man, a triple shift? Whoo! And found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Alright, well, that birdcage ought to be set for a while. Let's not go to the truck. I feel like we go up. Go up. Museum visitors. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Try the door. You're a little late for the museum. Are you folks lost? Nah, you're a little late to the museum. To Emily. And then what? Ben, you're being very uptight right now. You're right. It's unlocked. I'm not sure it's finished in there though. What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that? They're pretty friendly in there. This is late. You'll wake someone up. They're pretty friendly in there. To Ben. Hush. I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? I didn't hear anything. We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. Alright, let's go in. If everything's shut down, it'll be pretty boring. It's definitely after hours. Any folks know a diner or something around here? It's definitely after hours. To Bob. What? I said it'll be boring. No, we have flashlights. Look, if we visit by day, we see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Yeah, there you go. It's a whole night after the museum type thing. King Tut coming alive and whatnot. Ben and Bob argue about whether to enter the museum. No, Emily, Ben, and Bob argue. Okay, so they're all arguing. Do they want to go in the museum? Are you guys still just arguing? Okay, very cool. Very cool. Let's check and see what else is around here. Okay, can't go further up that way. But we can check out the parking lot, kinda. A little bit, not really. I still just really love the look of this game. Dang, this parking lot almost... Hello, child. Okay. Are those people like your new family? I think we're friends. They're actually kind of weird. Nah, I think we're friends. I don't have any friends because I'm so busy. Too bad it's not raining anymore. Did you make that boat? I folded it out of some paper from the front desk. How far do you think it'll go? Well, I know with like folding boats after watching that movie like back in the old days they would make these paper boats and you gotta like put this wax stuff on it. Otherwise it's just paper. And you know, paper and water doesn't really mix. We should stand here and watch it until it disappears over the horizon with a far off look in our eyes. I'll lean my head on your shoulder and right when it's a tiny speck, just before it vanishes, you'll say something romantic. Okay. I have to go with my friends now. No, she seems lonely. Let's be nice to her. Okay. Well, we better get started. I mean, I'm looking at it. Why did I just switch to him? Well, you know, that whole idea you had was great, but that boat's not really moving, so I gotta mosey, you know? I'm like a rolling stone, baby. Can't stay still for too long. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in this parking lot, to be honest. Okay, the truck is over there. No. Okay, well, I guess. Alright. Am I supposed to do something more with that kid? Okay. So it seems like you can't really explore with the, with Conway too much. I hear something. All right, let's not get too close to the truck, because if we do, it's just gonna switch back to Conway. Oh, well, okay. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here, man. I mean, I could act like I do, but I don't. Can I talk to the kid? No. All right. I guess we need to mosey on. So, what's the plan here? Head back to the Zero, I guess. We should try to get in touch with that clerk. I could use a bite to eat. What do you think? Well, we've got to get back on the Zero and bring these documents back to the clerk at the bureau. I'm just not sure how to get there. The entrance at the farmhouse was gone. Let's take another look at the farmhouse. Let's ask the gas station if he knows another route. Sure, okay, worth a shot. Okay. Alright, boy. Saddle up. We're moseying. As soon as I figure out how to get in the truck. They have places to go. They linger. I think I did everything here. I don't know if I could have let that boy, you know, go down and hang out with that chick, but it didn't seem, the boat was not moving, and I was getting bored. Wait. Oh, the bird. What's up, bird? The truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Boy, did you not put gas in the truck? Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. Oh, word. How do you forget? Nothing to be done. Just won't start up again. Can you take a look at it? I guess I could poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? Well, I said it's up on a hill, so... First time it just died like this. Just superstitious. Nah, first time it died like this. Well, where's the champagne? Anyways, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? I drove past here yesterday. It looks like a road crew's been out here. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? Yep. Lucky Boot Collision and Towing. Here's their card. I found this card for Mercedes wreck recovery on the dash. Can't read the name or the number on this flyer, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. Yes, just some random number that might be a tow truck driver. That's what I'm talking about. Worth a shot. I'll give them a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. Before we start checking that out, is there anything else we can do here? Is this where I drove by and saw those people? Remember in the first episode where I drove by and there was like this leg is tripping me out. Watch the leg when it goes. Leaves a vapor trail behind it. Anyways, I think this is where these dudes are pushing that plane. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi, hello. We've got an old, I want to say diesel old truck just stalled out. Inaudible irritable, inaudible sleepy, inaudible confused, inaudible sleepy. Did I wake you? Your card says open 23 hours a day, but this is the 1 hour they were sleeping. Inaudible, accusatory, inquisitive, suspicious. Suspicious. We have a car. I mean, it's a truck. We're broken down by the side of the road. That's why I'm calling. Apologetic, forceful, obtuse. Let's be a little obtuse. That's okay. Look, we need to get back on the road here, and I'm sure you're busy too. Wistful, maudlin, concerned. Let's be, wistful. We're just thinking about the old days when we also had a truck that was on the road. Well, I'm very sorry to interrupt that, but pragmatic, meticulous, neighborly. Let's reel her back in by being neighborly. We've already ate. As soon as you can get out here, we're off 65 somewhere. Just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Inaudible, placating, specific, tangential. I don't even know how that would go. Tangential. I guess let's be specific. That's actually a pretty accurate description of it. Yeah, hanging over the power line just like that. Did you see it go down? Dismissive, indulgent, assertive. Let's be indulgent. Okay, my pleasure. How long do you think you'll be? Let's do let's do radio music. Hello? That's pretty spooky. I mean, that's a weird conversation. Okay. I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. We could look over the road map again. Pretty grim place to be stuck. I wonder what happened to the tree, I mean. Maybe it was just old. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfire would come through and clear them all out. It made room for the new trees. But then people built houses, and we can't have fires going on all the time, so we keep putting them out. And now we have all these old trees choking out the saplings. Starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap. And then some road crew comes by and blasts a stump with dynamite. Is that talking about... I wonder. You know, that's the thing about people nowadays. We live too damn long. That's the problem. We live too long. You know, the old is choking up all the resources. Like the old have like hoarded all the money, and now they got all the money, and us young bucks can't get anything anymore. Eat the old, that's what I'm saying. I think I'll take a look at the radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point in just standing around. Old people hoarding all their money. Won't quit their jobs. Nobody's retiring anymore. How are we supposed to get a job if you won't retire? Retire or die. I mean, one or the other. Jesus Christ. Are you bored? It's because of medicine. We live too long now, man. We live too long. Are you bored? Sure, but I don't mind. Not yet. Are you? Yeah, most of the time. Let's play a game. How about 21 questions? What would you like to play? We can tell the future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. We just break off all the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the counting and the questions. Dude, that's a pretty me question. I'm always trying to figure out about sleep. Alright, if I get off now, I can take me a nap. What kind of bed will I sleep in tonight? What kind of job will I have next? Oof, because this is his last delivery. How will I travel in the future? Nah, that's future me problems. What kind of bed will I sleep in tonight? Snaps the smaller branches away, one at a time, counting out possibilities. King size, queen size, twin size, bunk. Oh man, a bunk bed? Come on, kid. I'm a grown man with a robot leg. I can't sleep on a bunk bed. At least give me top bunk. What kind of job will I have next? Doctor, lawyer, taxman, driver. These other branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a bunch of sticks. So I'm gonna be a driver that freaking has to sleep on a bunk bed? Blue, what do you think about this? How long do you think we'll be waiting here? I wish Julian wasn't so busy right now. He's got a lot of houses to carry still. But I guess it's not so bad. Julian's like you. He doesn't talk much. I like hanging out with you folks anyways. Ezra, you're a good kid. You know that? You're a good kid. Don't mind having you around. Oh. Where are they staying? Or where are we staying tonight? Some closet at the bar, I guess. I'll figure something out. Yeah, I know you will. Johnny and Junebug. Maybe it'd be nice to stay outside one of these nights. Power down just enough to rest, but keep an eye on the stars. Be there when the birds wake up. Sounds romantic. Short circuits, capacitors popping in the morning dew. Are they robots? Sounds romantic. I'm a real romantic. Lucky me. Road ahead. How far out are we? I don't know, 20 minutes? Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not gonna be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyways. I'll tell him you had to get that drain pipe on tape. Tell him about the frog. Tell him about the frog. He won't understand. Johnny, radio. I guess let's talk to Johnny. More than all silver and gold of this earth. What's that? You should have been a poet. I'll leave poetry to the professionals. What's on your mind, Cricket? Nervous about the set? What's on your mind, Cricket? Oh, I don't know. Just looking at the stars. Hope we get there soon. Never been this late. Keep on dreaming and I'll keep on driving. Which star is your favorite? Yeah, which star is your favorite? That little one in the corner. Very specific. Oh. Brake disc. They look like they could use some help. You going to fix it up for them, Johnny? So they can call a tow truck. You gonna fix it up for them, Johnny? Oh, I don't know, a wrench from a cattle prod. I thought maybe you... I guess it's up to some good Samaritan. Okay, we'll help them. Some will eventually stop. Some with nowhere else to be. We are already late, but I like these characters, so I'd like to see more out of them. Okay, we'll help them. You're the best. And hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig. You know, if no one's there, Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. We just talked to Ezra. Let's talk to Shannon. You gotta, you know, split it up a little bit. Show them both some love. Maniacs, are you okay? Got a little dust in my eye. Fine, sure. You? Oh, no, I'm fine. Thanks. They were in a hurry. Where do you think they were headed? Some folks are always in a hurry. Now, where do you think they were headed? What do I think about where they were headed? Sometimes you're pretty abstract. That's not a very abstract question, actually. Where do you think they were headed? That's just a regular question. Okay, we were already talking about them. And look at them, they're nice. They just showed back up. Blue likes them. He's going to check them out. Better pet my dog. Better pet my dog. Oh. To Johnny, stay here. Junebug, to Johnny, stay here. To Ezra, careful. He's wicked with strangers. Ha, you didn't have to stop. We've got a tow coming. You here to clear the tree? Who's chasing you? Yeah, we're gonna be Ezra. Who's chasing you? Hear that, Cricket? We're being pursued. I knew it. Who's after us? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So, dinosaurs. Maybe the law. Dinosaurs. Sure, something like that. Listen, we've got 2 questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? You seem nice enough. Not sure I follow. Probably from space. I think I'm gonna stick with Ezra. I like his lines of dialogue. Probably from space. I always said you fell from heaven, ma'am. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Junebug. Now, here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? Lysette used to sing in taverns on the weekends. Beautiful stuff. Sometimes I like to leave the radio dialed between stations. I don't like music, but I do like sounds. Now we're gonna be Conway. Yeah, we hung out at taverns on the weekend. Of course, listen, of course you do. Oh, like we're not even getting to say anything. Like she's just cutting us off. Of course you do. Say, they should come to our gig. What an idea. Well, we're waiting for a tow. Right now, we're just trying to get back on the 0. We're waiting on a tow. A tow? I won't hear about it. This time of night, you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. We'll fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. Why, I just put a new cylinder block in this baby over here. The weird vector. The sloth on wheels. The vicious cycle. I like the weird vector. The weird vector. That's what we call our bike. The sloth on wheels would have been pretty good too. I'm filled with regret now. God, I'm an idiot. I'm filled with regret. We call it the weird vector because the front wheel's a little loose. We'll get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight and well, we're running late. Very late. That's what I told them. Now the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder. And if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all up penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We'll only have 1 song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? We really don't have time. Yeah, I want to check out your gig. Of course we will. I don't even know why I'm answering at this point. To Johnny, of course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? To Blue, hungry old lady? I think, oh, wait. Oh, Blue's a girl. I've been calling it a dude this whole time. My bad. I think I've got a crust in the sidecar here. But Johnny here saw folks were in trouble. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depths. It's over there by Old Charlie Moore and Highway, just east off the 65. We usually take a right off the interstate around the petting zoo. Johnny likes the petting zoo. Everybody likes petting zoos, lady. You're not special, Johnny. Everybody likes animals, okay? And we like to pet animals. I do like the petting zoo. Now, let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. Hey, more power to you. I mean, if you can get the dang thing running, who am I to stop you? Am I in control? Oh, I'm in control. Wait. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, I have a radio now. Hold on. Let me fidget with this. Does anybody listen to AM? Ooh, that's a slow, sexy jam. Somebody's making babies to this jam. I might come back to that. A little discordant for my taste. That's a synth bop right there. That sounds like some Animal Crossing stuff. And I'm with that. That's thumpy. I like that. But we gotta go with Animal Crossing. Gotta have my Animal Crossing. Wait, what are we doing? I was not paying attention. Damn it. Wait. Over by Charlie Moore and Highway, just east off of 65. Take a right off 65 around it. Oh, okay. That's where we're going. Okay. Over by Charlie Moore and Highway, just east off of 65. Yeah, you know what? I don't actually care. I'm just gonna roll and listen to music. Just enjoy the jams, y'all. Just enjoy the jams. I'll be back. I'm gonna make a quick loop. I still want to see those people who were pushing the airplane earlier. The petting zoo is closed. Plus, I mean, this is a jam. Them being late has nothing to do with me. Though they did help me out. This is putting me to sleep. There's nothing. Okay, so I'm guessing that they don't have any events right here because they just wanted to go straight to the thing. That's alright though. I was enjoying the music. Wait. Convenience store. Almost missed something. The convenience store is just a tiny booth in the middle of the lot that must have once been an active gas station. The light is on in the booth. Approach a window. The inside of the booth is big enough for a card table, 2 chairs, and a few plastic crates filled with snacks and warm Coke. 2 men shovel plastic dominoes across the table. Look for a door. He finds a sliding service window on the far side of the booth, the kind that can slide in and out of the booth without allowing anyone to reach in and make a grab for the cash register. Pass in some money. One of the men lets out a vexed sigh without standing or turning his eye away from the game. He reaches into a plastic crate and retrieves a small blue bag, distractedly pushing it to the service window. Chips or something. The bag is illustrated with a cartoon drawing of an avocado, but the nutritional data suggests it's pretty sugary. The expiration date has been worn away. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the tavern. But we got some avocado gummies. Act 3, Scene 3. Avocado gummies, just the lower depths. I don't think that would be very good. Sweet avocado stuff? Mm-mm. It doesn't feel right. It feels a little like home, huh? But I wish it didn't. It's not all bad memories, but gotta be honest. I mean, this man seems to be an alcoholic back in the day. I wish it didn't. Well, can't control your feelings, right? Gotta keep focused here, Blue. Gotta keep focused. Gotta keep focused. I mean, that's just true. Can a kid go in the bar? Kinda late. Are you sure they're open? Sure they're open. This is one of those places. Let's sign on in. Give me a minute here. We are not saints, but we've kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it? A poet. I just wanted to, okay, I just want to check around real quick. Trash bin is filled. Several pairs of working shoes, a few hats, and a small Ziploc bag with 3 pairs of eyeglasses. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing here. There's nothing to do. Doesn't look like. Unless I can run out past here. Maybe there's no. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go in. What's up, Junebug? Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. What kind of music do you play? Do you play here often? I haven't been in a bar like this since... Nah. What kind of music do you play? It's like Cyrano Cole meets Ike Towner, but with a woman lead, and the keyboards are kind of ambient whisper wave. A little bit more reverb. There's some Dolly Crown in there too, like the early stuff before she joined the Sheet Swingers. Better drum programming though. Whisper wave, got it. I don't know who those people are. Well, yeah, whisper wave, man. Yeah, I got that. I think he gets it, man. Oh, he gets it. Yeah, sure, man. I get it. Whisper wave, totally. Ooh, a sandwich. Is that sandwich for free? A rough brick between 2 pieces of stale what? A rough brick between 2 pieces of stale bread sits in the center of the table, surrounded by a ring of undisturbed dust. I know you guys probably didn't see it, but on the 0, that weird infinite loop thing in Act 2, you had to navigate by these constellation-like things. I actually saw a sandwich, which was a brick between 2 pieces of bread. So that's pretty weird. I wonder if that means anything. I think goggles might have been a thing too. A bulky set of black goggles sit on the edge of the table. Next to an ashtray, ashtray and newspaper were definitely on the 0. Huh. What is it? Who do you think that belongs to? Wherever they are, they're gone now. Must have been pretty tank to leave it behind. This thing looks expensive. Very weird. Pretty strange. Ezra flips eagerly through the jukebox catalog of songs. What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. Boomer moment. All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. I love whiskey, so I mean, I don't know if Hard Times whiskey is any good. I've never heard of it, but I love whiskey, so that's fine with me. Got any coffee going? No, we're not. No. You seem like you used to have something going on. Do they got coffee? No coffee. Hard Times whiskey. No. Yelling towards exit. Say shut. Yelling towards exit. Shut the GD door, would you? I can't afford to run the AC all night. Her moving. Somebody sounds like a robot. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind. Listen, I can't keep this place open to the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians. Gets lonely, doesn't it? Where is everyone? Yeah, where is everyone? Everyone had to clear out. Let's get set up, huh? There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for... We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. A crowd is forming. Yeah, but also couldn't you use a break, Harry? Don't you want to hear some music, Harry? Don't you trust me, Harry? Couldn't you use a break, Harry? Been on my feet all day. But they're both robots. Oh, okay. How's it going on there? How are y'all feeling tonight? To Harry. Can we get a bit more reverb in the monitors? Harry adjusts the soundboard behind the bar. I haven't seen him move. How's that? Test, test. 1, 1, 1, 3, 50. Lamination. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? To Conway. How about you, old man? The truck broke down, but not too. And I lost my leg. It's a rough night, but hey, we're making it. Well, we'll take care of that right now. This is a song I heard in the tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were out just riding around, you know. You like to drive around, old man? That's where I feel at home. Of course. Why am I answering her? Of course you do. So we were out riding around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade. Weeds in the parking lot. Taps all dry. Bats in the bar room. And run by this creaky bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping him awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back at the lower depths. Hey now. So we stopped for an early drink and there was a lady singing. That was pretty funny. I like you, Junebug. You guys are all right. So we stopped for an early drink, and there was this lady singing right here on stage, and the song she sang stuck with us, and that's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet gal, and she had the voice like Scotch whiskey. We just hope we do her song justice. So here it is. Too Late to Love You. Word. No applause or anything, huh? Tough crowd, tough crowd. Well, hope you liked it. Kind of sad, isn't it? I've heard it before. I don't doubt that. You look like you spent an evening or two in a grimy old tavern. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. We've just got to get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the zero. Yo, Harry, where's the dough? Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Rapt. I guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just the... Damn it, I was trying to tell you to. I can't pay. They cleaned me out. I've got nothing left but a GD IOU from the distillery. An IOU? Yeah, I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on. What? Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to go. I got to keep this place open somehow. God dang it. Watch your language, Harry. I like how you abbreviated it the whole time. Could you pay them with your IOU? Say we just... yeah. Pay them with the IOU. Well, very contemporary. Very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just... I can collect on it here when they bring more whiskey up, but for you to cash it in, you'd have to go down to, down to the distillery. Down to hard times. And you've got to take the zero. Did I come across that? Did I come across that when I was lost in the zero? Wait. Hold on. Sorry. Didn't they talk about in the last episode, didn't they talk about a distillery that's also a graveyard? Or maybe it's like a distillery that's also a church or something like that? Oh. So that's what we'll do. How do we get there? Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but I hear people hear things, rumors. It's where we got to go. Do you know another way to Dogwood Drive? It's where we got to go. Well, I'll tell you then, to Junebug. But this is it, right? We're square? Harry, you're all right. If only. You got a radio in your car? Oh, damn it. Yep. Well, here's what you gotta do. Take a left out of the parking lot and then just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar. Familiar but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains, and now I watch these nature programs. They're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. And it's even stranger for being so close to familiar, something like that. You'll know it when you hear it. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial. Drive for a bit, then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean, right then. Wait. Put something familiar on the dial, drive for a bit, then turn around when the station cuts out. Alright. Hope folks find what you look for, eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Sardonic, is it? Harry, you seem like a nice enough guy. You're just too daggone hard on yourself. The rest of you, we need to hit the road because I am going to be lost for a while. The zero, it confuses me. My brain's too small. I just don't get it. Not Conway. Me, Paul, the player. I don't get it. Alright. Hold on. I gotta turn on the radio and then listen for something familiar. Oh. This station doesn't quite match the bartender's description. Definitely weird though. Let's keep scanning. He said we know it when we heard it. Okay. Sign rattles tunelessly in the dark. Okay. I don't care. I need to. No, none of this sounds. What's this station? I've never heard this before. Sounds like horses. Horses running. A race? I sat in there. I had some horses years back. Charlie and I used to go to a race sometimes. No, they had some horses. Yeah, I've always been a little afraid of them. They're so big, and I don't know. You look in their eyes, and they're almost human. Personally, I don't like horses very much. Like, they're human and animal at the same time, since they've been domesticated so long, I guess. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out. Okay. Damn it. I'm on the 0. Oh, God. I'm on the 0. Tune the radio, look for a station that's familiar but strange. Drive for a while until the station cuts out and then turn around. Am I supposed to do that here? Creepy, but not familiar. Alright, hold on. Let's get all the way back to the beginning again. I don't know if this is still what we're supposed to be doing, but... Damn it. No. Maybe. No. Is that the cave? Maybe that was the cave we were in? Maybe. Don't like that. No, we'll do the cave thing. I'm guessing this is it. I truly don't know. Hall of the Mountain King? Is that what I'm supposed to do? That's not a distillery. But Hall of the Mountain King sounds pretty badass. I mean, come on. What's up, Blue? Are we gonna talk to him? What do you suppose happened here? They don't keep the roads up too well, do they? What do you suppose happened here? Just old and rotted, maybe? Some kind of storm washed it away? Haven't seen much weather down here, though. Or is it just a slow drip from the ceiling wearing down? I haven't seen a storm here, though. Whatever. Let's look at the the bridge ends abruptly, crumpling in disrepair. Let's... Time to cut them loose, ma'am. Well now I'm having fun. You bored? Nah, it's a slow night anyways. I'm happy just tagging along. I see some rope. Is that June bug following us? A loop of decayed rope is coiled around the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with fine dust. Let's keep going. Computers. What have we stumbled across? Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. Alright. Where's Johnny? A pet care for a cat or small dog has been left by the path. A calcified rag wadded in the corner may once have been a blanket. There's some fire going on up here, nothing to worry about. I mean, here's a dang old backpack. There's a person up there. There's another person right there. A couple people. A hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Hey, dogs eat cat food. Grab it. Fire. Or actually, maybe we want to talk to these, but no, okay. Pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber. No, go talk to Amy. Yeah, we know that. Talk to Amy. No, keep going. Amy. Who the hell is Amy? Oh, it's a triangle. It's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. To Shannon. You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew when you were too young to recognize the movement of the heart. To Conway. And you were escorting her, pretending to have her interest at heart, while really, to Junebug. Really, you're in love with the young woman as well, and so you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections, but it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and to diminish him out of the picture. Well, huh? This is what? What are you talking about? I'm into it. Well, maybe I still have the knack. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published from the billionaires biting to... oh, she was... Okay, never mind. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published from the billionaires' biddings to Fields of Longing. Real hot. Bodice-ripping stuff, you know? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Just me and my thesaurus, steaming up the windows. Okay. Why did you stop writing? Sharon to Ezra. I'm not sure you should be listening to this kid. The kid's gotta learn one day. We can't keep babying him like this, okay? Gotta learn. Why'd you stop writing? You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that. Inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. Ha! So I went back to the university and I studied human-computer interactions. And then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester, debugging. In my off hours, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation that seemed to amuse Donald. So I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own. Too complex. I miss those days in my Lexington studio. You said that. Amy. A woman in a tattered cardigan looks furtively at other people around the fire. Right on. Let's go check out the other people, I guess. I mean, that's why we're here. I think. I don't know why we're here. I don't know what we're doing. Why is she a robot? Anyways, Donald puffs on a smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Softly, where the old green river runs through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Sorry, did we startle you? What's that song? Oh, you've caught a verse of my absent-minded warbling. It's just a song from my youth. Something a dear friend used to sing to herself as we hacked on crystal radios in the boiler room. In old Kentucky where my love, a lovely home did build for me, and where the old green river runs, through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. From there on, it's all meandering rivers and romantic greenery, and that is what we were talking about. What's that computer over here? It looks pretty vintage. We're a bit lost, actually. No, what's the computer? It looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Like some beat-up mainframe exhumed from a university's basement and left in this cave to rot. Or to flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I modified it extensively. and in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me, and that's to say nothing of the software. But to Shannon, you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on diffused base transistor circuitry? Sounds like it would short circuit. The mold would burn up. Exactly. It burns, and oh, the sweet smoke that issues from it. Are you getting high on this computer, bro? Sweet smoke that it issues from it. But it also leaves a sticky residue to seep through the machine, forming new connections and creating new circuits. The computer is no longer the pure domain of language and mathematics, but entropy. I don't know if that's how that works. Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on this derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere tourists in the ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels, boundless and bare. The caves stretch far away. We are too late. Always too late. Did you say something? You're about to tell us about the software. I'm just interested in the mold computer. I am just interested in the mold computer. The mold computer. Xanadu. You've heard about that? I mean, recently I've heard about it. Very recently. Perhaps you've read about it in a journal. It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu was evolved significantly since I explained its data structures in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative, and Post-Structural Witness. Evolved, and then deteriorated. Donald sighs dramatically and takes a puff from his pipe. I'm afraid you were too late, my fellow hypertext enthusiasts. As the mold accumulated on the circuitry, Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted. Then all the charm was broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something and then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? I drive deliveries for a small antique shop and we're closing down. I fix TVs and I'm about to lose the lease on my workshop. My family disappeared. Julian and me don't know what to do. Not really. Well, we've been with Conway since the beginning, so I'm gonna stick with Conway. I drive deliveries for a small antique shop. We're closing down. Shuffling around the dusty ghosts of antiquity. Well, I have my own ghost, and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious dusty machine. Take a look if you'd like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyways. Far too late to do anything. Right on, old man. Right on. I'm gonna talk to Andrew and then I'll probably check out old Xanadu. What's up, Andres? Do you know that when I first... No, I mean, if this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize this space? The one we're standing in now. It seems endless. It's a mess. Kind of spooky, but I'm not scared. Spooky for a baby. It is spooky, but I'm no baby. Spooky for a baby. I think we'd all agree that's a fair assessment. Wait, let's unpack that for a moment. What makes it spooky? No, how do you know it's spooky? Or would be spooky for a baby? The tunnels, the shadows, the huge fire. The shadows. Sure, but they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be, but they're projections. Or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now? Surrounded by creeping anatomies? Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Okay. Not happening. Only if you close yours. Only if you close yours first. Okay. I can do it from memory. Good. Now, you are standing at the top of a rocky peak. A tongue of flame licks the shadow anatomies of... Where are we? Oh, here we go. Here again. How disappointing. What? What are all these computers for? Sorry to disappoint. No, it's my fault. I shouldn't be so attached to the future. It's always getting in the way of my work. Better to be in the moment, carefully observing and documenting, with no attachment. Let me give you an example. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we need someone with more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer, and I've put in the hours. Believe me, I put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring, often in the dark and lonely moments. I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They could only be entered with precise, faithful details. That's all I know how to write. And all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. Well, right on. Right on, Andrew. A man wearing glasses saying, yeah, right on. That's very cool. Let's check out this gate. Gates are cool. Except when they're closed. A massive gate constructed of scavenged materials blocks passage down. That messes me up every time. The far side of the spire. Let's go see Xanadu. Oh, wait, nope. Let's talk to Roberta first. Don't be rude. Can't just pass her up. Roberta, the kingdom is in peril. Roberta laughs. Well, what else is new? Do you work here? Where's the kingdom? No, do you work here? Work? You could call it that. I gather old circuit boards and throw them in the fire. Okay, yeah, okay. Sometimes I fish out precious metals and let them cool into toxic gems. I put them in my hair. You're putting toxic gems in your hair that could bleed down into your scalp. Right on. I respect it. Enchanted jewelry, talismans, a magic mirror that prevents the future, a magic shield that protects the barrier from age, a magic chest that's always filled with. I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. It means I took to the public libraries like a beachcomber. I studied fairy tales. And then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills, rubbed leathering elbows with academics, scraped black mold from cave walls. Finally, now I carry the firewood. And to senescence? I don't know what senescence is, to be honest. The kingdom is in peril. Yeah, you did say that. Roboito? A woman in long worn shirt stares in the fire, lost in thought. Okay. Let's check out Xanadu. See what that's all about. Some old moldy goldy computer. That's all I know. Baffling controls are sheltered from the elements with worn tarp. A closet-sized wall of knobs and wires looms behind the machine, humming and faintly. An electric typewriter as is the only easy recognizable component. Who's Donald? Donald. Wait, who's Donald? Oh, Donald. Let's check out Xanadu first. Donald's the old man. How do you think we get it started? This old thing, maybe it's a hand crank around. Oh, it has a run key. Act 3, Scene 5. Right on. Xanadu. You are staying to the Eid. Mounts bidding you is a fix. Ha! This thing is in rough shape. Do the switches do anything? Hold on, I know it's loud. Crank it down a bit. Do these switches do anything? Try blowing on it. You always gotta try blowing on it. Conway blows some dust off the keyboard and presses the return key. Road, small, something. Okay, that's worse. Try typing help. It looks kind of like a house. Type house. Typing house. Hats. Canal. In black. You are B quilt, east, west, passage with house everywhere. Rolf and Lula remove the computer. Something crying on their backs, and I don't know. Lula. Did that say Lula? Time for some percussion maintenance. No, did that say Lula? Lula. You're Donald. Incinerator. I've got the time machine and the parts. The school. Vicious, we won't. So I don't know, man. Has punch cards, and he transcribed from the read him. He's to the typewriter paper reader. You disappear. How's your back holding up? Damn, I can't tell what she's saying. Oh, I have my portable degausser with me. Old systems like this one can build up a remnant magnetic field that sort of warps everything along whatever pattern it's settled into, you know? The degausser clears that up by suddenly shaking the magnetic field around it until it's uniform again. That's how I like it. That's how I like to think of it. Anyway, like shaking a snow globe. Worth a shot. Hall of the Mountain. Damn it. After what may have been a year, use tunnel, cave, you open shop. Well, okay. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grass in the center of the anonymous spire. I don't know, man. Him is where you. This is where you set up your something. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit. This is a lot. This is a lost cause. What a piece of junk. Dang it, man. I don't know. We were kind of getting something out of it. Time machine. Talking to Donald. Something about setting up shop. Alright, so that was the end of the first half of Act 3. Sorry I had to split this episode up. It's just, it got really long and ended up being 3 hours, as already said. So I just couldn't expect you guys to sit there for 3 hours. That's just way too long. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I can't wait for you guys to see where Act 3 goes. It's pretty crazy, so of course, for sure, stay tuned. Yeah, it gets pretty wild, and yeah, that's all I'll say about it. But if you guys are liking this so far, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you're liking most about this, and of course, be sure to tune in next time to at least see how chapter 3 ends. But yeah, on that, guys, appreciate you for sticking with me and stopping by. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.